Joey's face when Bill went up to them and was like, Sammy? Anytime you bring up marriage around Naomi or Jacob around Naomi, you could just see it all over her face, her body language, the way she speaks. Like, she's not happy right now in that marriage. Nicole does not care. And I hate that once Nicole expresses she didn't care, Danny kept like pushing it.
I think the feelings are actually mutual more than we think. But I respect her for not wanting to commit right now.
I mean, he's already has to move out to get a new apartment because his case is so dangerous. This nigga was sitting in the dark because he didn't want people to find him. Like, bro. Hey y'all, welcome back to Loving Dem Gates, a Beyond the Gates weekly podcast where Brian H. Butters and Queen PR dissects the latest episodes of the new hit show Beyond the Gates. We'll break down all the plot twists, character arcs, and iconic moments with our unique perspectives and a whole lot of love. Welcome back to the channel. This is Loving Dem Gates, and we are back to recap another fun week of episodes.
I love how you just depend on the lower thirds flying through the screen. You don't tell people who we are.
I'm Queen PR. They should know who we are by now.
We get new listeners every week.
Who are you?
Waters here. I am somebody. Shout out to Reverend Jesse Jackson.
You know what I learned?
Talk to me.
That he was actually the first black man to run for
Mm-hmm.
president.
I heard
and
about
he did
that.
it twice.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then later on, Reverend Al Sharpton. He was the first president I voted for. He was in the Democratic primary in 2004 and I got in trouble. Not in trouble. My mother was like, I'm going to take your voting privileges away. Because by then he had already like took himself out of it. And then I have another story about those two. But shout out to them, pioneers. Shout out to them.
First president I voted for was Barack Obama.
Well, yeah, before Barack was eligible.
2008?
Yeah.
I was 18. I was very excited. In college.
You imagine Barack Obama on Loving Dem Gates?
Yeah.
I needed the pre.
Absolutely. And I would love that. So actually, before we get into the episodes, I wanted to share some news. And you brought up former president, but Gayle King is actually going to be in a special episode next week.
Yes.
Which is huge.
What was funny was seeing her name in the credits.
We were like, did we miss Gayle King? Was she an extra at the country club?
She's Gayle King. She's not going to be an extra.
But we saw that she was a special guest in the credits, and we were like, we didn't see her.
No, she was just named. It was just named.
Exactly.
Listed, yeah.
And I was just like, did we miss her on the show?
Yeah.
But I'm excited for next week. She's going to be playing herself in a special episode where Anita Dupree finally announces to the world that she has cancer. Before we get into all of that, Sheila Duckworth, who is the executive producer of Beyond the Gates, she was on Variety's Strictly Business podcast, which I love to see because Variety is one of, the trades for the entertainment industry. So seeing, Beyond the Gates on that podcast was really cool. But she talked about the huge milestone that Beyond the Gates is about to have, and it's going to make a year that the show has been on the air, which is a huge milestone. She also talked about how this was a lifelong dream of hers.
Yeah.
When she was 10 years old, she was obsessed with General Hospital, and she wanted to create a soap opera, and here we are. So congratulations.
Selfishly, I'm so happy that it's on it's on CBS because it's like it falls perfectly into the lineup if you've been like a long time Young and Restless fan like me, and then I flip in and out of Bold and Beautiful, and then you just run right into them gates.
I love it. I love that. Over 230 episodes, which is crazy.
That's for this season.
That's in production. There's been over 230
episodes
already. She also talked about the major crossover event with Young and the Restless, which is slated for June of this year. Yeah. So please check out her interview. It's very good. She talks about some other insights and more of her experience. Another amazing, successful Black woman that we're going to celebrate. And we'll definitely link this podcast episode in the description. So if you want to hear more of what Sheila had to say about our favorite show, make sure you check that out.
I want to see Sheila on our favorite show. loving them Gates.
Yeah.
Sheila, come talk to us.
Yeah, we're putting that in the air of being able to pick her brain, especially maybe when they reach season 3.
Let's do it before.
Okay.
Because if y'all want to go ahead and support this, go ahead and throw some. We got the super chat open.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some membership stuff soon. We're gonna have some content. So yeah, y'all go ahead and support us, and we appreciate it. We'll give you a shout out if you want it. We'll give you a shout out on the show. Some people you learn over the course of we're YouTube veterans at this point.
Not everyone on YouTube needs to be shouted out.
But some people just don't like to be. They just like to be low key in the comments. So we want to make sure we
appreciate all
consent is king and queen.
And we appreciate all of our gatekeepers who tune in every week, who leave comments, who don't leave comments. We really appreciate the love. Shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
All right. So let's talk about, this was a very heavy Hayley nonsense week.
And I'm mad because you promised me Eva.
I did think it was going to be a heavy Eva week because we didn't really see her a lot last week. So I thought this was going to be it, and I'm glad that it was not.
Wow.
Wow. But all right, let's talk about Eva real quick since you brought her up. So she actually fights back a bit with her mom this week, which I was surprised.
I mean, eventually you get sick of it. And we've seen it before. And we know their relationship is like, look, Ma, I love you. I'm going to ride with you. I appreciate everything you've done for me. But you need to calm down.
Yeah.
So I understand. It's surprising sometimes, but sometimes it could be like, Eva, you should really don't stoop to her level and take that smoke with your mom backstage and take it to your house, take it to your room. Don't do it in front of Isaiah.
And that's what my feedback on that was, because I'm like, you all tough with Isaiah there.
Yeah, you big and bad now.
But you don't be coming for Leslie like that when it's just y'all two, and and she does, but not like how she was.
Yeah,
she was really on some like you got a problem with it, you could leave. And I was like, oh, poor Isaiah. Like, how awkward is that?
It's awkward, and I'm pretty sure at Banneker, he's heard a lot of crazy conversations with students.
Oh, my goodness.
But yeah, that was like, because nobody ever wants to be around families feuding, especially with someone you're dating, because it gets awkward, because it's like, yo, why y'all acting like that? Kids, you all just get along. See, I'm never around like if you and your sister have a difference of opinion, y'all always just lovey-dovey. So it's fun, But if y'all always having a difference of opinion, I don't want to be around that.
And I feel like with a parent, it's even like
10 times worse.
It's even worse. And then y'all don't really know each other like that. And then like y'all are like Eva and her mom were like that arguing, and he's just like sitting there. But I didn't like how it felt like because Isaiah was there, she was like, but that's also the type of girl that Eva is. Like, I'm not really like surprised. But after that, they do bond.
Of course.
And they get closer. Because, I mean, again, this is why I'm not a fan of Valentine's Day, because of that unnecessary pressure. Like, they were fine with their date. It was low key. It was at Orphy Jeans. And then Leslie was like, that's it? That's all y'all are doing? And it was like, it actually worked for them.
Right.
And I'm glad that it brought them.
I mean, it's a commercial holiday.
It is.
Because I'm going to tell you, I love you every day. So
I love you every day.
Wow.
I was going to say every other day.
That's how I told you I love you more. But carry on. Right. I ain't mean to jump the shark.
I mean, you brought up Eva, so
I'm just telling you what you told me.
Follow that thread. Okay, so Leslie, we'll keep following the thread. So she actually kind of had a bad week.
Did she, or was she just annoying?
No. Well, remember for Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because so it's Valentine's Day. She's having lunch with Eva. Eva's boyfriend comes. Eva tells her off, and basically was like, "Oh, you're just projecting because you're lonely, basically, and your man ain't do nothing for you, so you judging what my man did for me." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So Leslie definitely felt some type of way about that, and called Marcel. Marcel's confused because he's just like, "Do we have plans? Girl, I'm at work. Like, I'm not meeting you nowhere."
Or with his wife, or his boat.
I mean, maybe after work, he's probably gonna bust down his wife. He ain't have time for the side piece that night. Also, she goes to Uptown and she runs into Ted and Shanice and Danny and Andre. And she tries it. And Shanice basically was like, you know what? I'm in my new dress that my man bought me, my expensive new dress my man bought me. I'm going to she pressed Leslie and was like, yeah, fuck out of here. Because Leslie has been doing the most.
Yes, she
has. As per usual. But for Shanice, it's like, girl, you have done so much. Now you're here. Like, yeah. And Leslie tried it, but then Danny came. She got shut down by all four of them almost, basically. Yeah. So Leslie really did have kind of a bad night. And she went back home and she threw something at her mirror. Like, it was a big thing.
You know what, though? The thing is, she had it coming. And this is not even a tip of the iceberg of what's going to come down the line. But, like, Danny and Shanice getting along. I mean, what they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend or something like that.
Yep.
I loved it. And you know Danny been wanting that smoke just on the strength of what she did to Nicole. Mm-hmm. And you know, like we said, their sisterhood is something where they love each other deeply. So she been wanting, like the way I'm sure Nicole wanted to give that smoke to Hayley. Mm-hmm. So I love seeing them team up. And it wasn't about Ted, but it was like, oh, I've been waiting for an opening. Girl, you want to go handle this? Let's go do it.
Mm-hmm. I thought it really was. It really, really was. So that leads me to Danny. Because this is the night that she discovered that Shanice and Ted are like dating.
Yeah.
Like out on Valentine's Day, new dress, very much like relationship vibes. So Danny is like, oh, okay. But, you know, Danny genuinely likes Shanice. So it wasn't really like, you know, but it's still like, oh.
That's what always made it difficult. Because she was like, you know, yeah, I like you, but Nicole is my sister.
Yeah, exactly. So Danny goes to Nicole the next day like, girl, did you know? And she was like, yeah, I know. Whatever. We like Shanice. But what annoyed me a bit is Danny like wanting Nicole to be jealous so bad. And I was just like, okay, like, okay. You know, my ex-husband is dating someone. Nicole has two men that she like. Nicole does not care, and I hate that once Nicole expressed that she didn't care, Danny kept like pushing it. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. No, I get where you're coming from, but you know, it's also you got to think about where Danny was when she got divorced, and she was still because she didn't want the divorce bill filed, and she really wanted like. It hurt, you know what I mean? So for her, it's probably different to fathom like, wait, you mean your marriage is over and you're okay with your marriage being over? Yeah, he stepped out, he did whatever, but you still supposed to feel some type of way. So I think that's the way I'm interpreting. Wow, I made up a word. That's where I'm interpreting where Danny's coming from. It's just hard to fathom that Nicole essentially, even though it's not quickly, but in this sense, is over this so quickly.
I mean, it's been a while.
Right? It has been, yeah.
I feel like there's this thing on this show, and you know, if it's a soap opera thing, but it's like people want people to be like miserable about things. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, oh, Danny, oh, sissy, did you know Ted is with Shanice? Oh yeah, no, I met them. You know, Shanice came to me, talked to me, it was fine. But then it's like, I know, but aren't you jealous? But aren't you sad? But da-da-da. And it's just like, girl, she said no.
Why are you mad?
Yeah, right. It's like, she said no. She's not jealous. She's fine with it. She's over it. Da-da-da-da. Why do you want her to be jealous so bad? But then again, Danny's messy. And it's like that difference of personality because that's something that Danny would have took and it would have been like beef with Shanice every time they saw each other. Same with like Hayley, you know, da-da-da-da. And it just shows you how they like handle things differently, but it also shows like Ted and Nicole have been over, like in Nicole's mind. Like Nicole wouldn't be dating if she wasn't completely over Ted. Like she's done a lot of work on herself, so it just was annoying that Danny like was pushing it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
That's all. But shall we move on to Hayley? Finally. Okay, so she's basically getting deeper and deeper into this whole scheme that her and Lynette got going with this fucking mugger. And I know it is going to blow up in their faces soon because you have the heaviest of hitters.
Yes.
Joey Armstrong. Well, actually, Bill Hamilton, heavy hitter, called his hitter, Joey Armstrong, and was like, yo, I'm going to need you to take care of something. The cops ain't doing it. I'm going to need you to find this guy. Because I can, and I mentioned, I don't know if I said it to you on last week's show, like, it has to be hard to see your wife with like that big of a cookie on her eye. Yeah. Like that's
you said that last week.
Just seeing women with like bruises like that in general is like very jarring.
Disturbing.
Now imagine as like a loving, protective husband and seeing her like that and not being there to protect her. And then also I feel like Bill has a lot of guilt because that's when he was all up in Danny's space and was really ignoring and not really liking Hayley. And while you're neglecting your wife, chasing your ex-wife, this bitch gets mugged and punched in the face. So I feel like for
a man.
So yeah. So for Bill, I feel like that was kind of like a wake-up call, like, oh shit, like I need to pay attention to my marriage again. So it kind of did work, but the lies, like you have Joey on it. Joey asks Randy, basically.
No, Sammy.
Or Sammy, whoever the fuck. Yo, Joey's face when Bill went up to them and was like, Sammy? And Joey was like, who the fuck is Sammy? Is that you? Because Joey knows that there is more to Randy and Mrs. Hamilton. And he knows that whatever it is, it ain't good. And he also knows that that nigga's lying.
I'm sleeping with his wife.
It just, yes, it just doesn't make sense. But Hayley, in her mind, she got her husband back in her good graces. He's like super overprotective. They're still living in a hotel because it's so dangerous. Like, it's like, come on, whatever. But the other lies are really coming back to her because Lynette ain't going nowhere.
No, she's not.
And she's going to want more.
Yep.
Like, altogether, going to want more.
And that's the wild card when you look at Lynette, because it's like, okay, what is your end game? And like we were saying last week and into this week, like she's kind of toying with Randy. She knows the way she can move her lips a certain way, touch him and all that. Like, y'all be knowing. And
Lynette knows.
You're quick to admit it. Like some ladies won't. No, you be like, look, yeah, we know we got you wrapped around our finger. So you see all this happening, and you're just like, this dude Randy about to take the bait. Even though he's trying to act like he's not right now.
But I hope he doesn't. I hope he saves himself.
You think he's...
Because he told Lynette, like, because again, Randy's life essentially depends on if he gets the person that mugged Hayley. He knows that Lynette and Hayley are scheming.
So now
I think he's gonna say, at least if I was him, I would say myself. At the end of the day, sorry, cuz y'all did some dumb shit. Y'all got caught. I'm not. You know how he feel about his boss. He's like, I'm not taking this heat for y'all. Like, y'all all going down with me.
So you think he's going to turn Lynette in?
I think if it comes down to it and he gets desperate because Joey, he's going to have to give Joey something.
I'm thinking they're going to get somebody from the casino. Somebody that's
act like.
Yeah, somebody that's going to be in a lot of debt. And we've kind of seen this before, right? Maybe I think it was with like the whole Doug situation. Maybe they made somebody else take the fall for Doug's death. That might be.
But that's from Joey.
Yeah, that was a call.
Randy don't got that kind of pull. He don't got.
I'm thinking
because shit like that. Like, what are they getting in exchange? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if they in deep debt
with Joey.
Yeah.
But Randy, they have to be in debt to Randy for Randy to be like, yo, I'm gonna need you to act like you did this. You know what I'm saying? So it's when it comes down to it, Randy's gonna save himself because he's not going against his massa. Not even for his cousin.
Oh, this is about to get crazy.
It's about to get crazy.
And like you said, we coming up on Sweeps Week.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
So something is gonna happen because
And the
there's
anniversary
a lot,
show.
Yes, there's a lot of suspicious activity around Hayley right now, because now you have Bill, you have Tomas, and now you have the law firm involved because Hayley's weirdly close to a client, which is Lynette, which like you're like abandoning protocols because you're so close to this random client. So now you have Carolyn and Tomas talking about it. Now you have Tomas kind of like,
I don't believe I'm about to say this.
What?
I feel for Tomas.
Yeah, he's between a rock and a hard place.
Because he can't. Bill is not the type of person that he can go to and say, hey man, I respect you. Mm-hmm. I appreciate everything you've done for me. But something's not adding up. And honestly, I mean, how many people go to somebody and say, your wife lying, bro? That's just not something.
Especially if they're your boss.
Yeah, you can't do that. And he certainly can't do that with Bill Hamilton. He certainly can't do that with Bill Hamilton, as all of this has come back to fruition. Ooh, and
he just got a promotion.
Yeah, so he's trying to protect his spot, not
ice.
Just any spot.
Right, he's on thin ice. Then you have Caroline?
Yeah, Caroline.
Caroline, who is blindly loyal to Bill, blindly loyal to Hayley.
I mean, he just bought her a new car.
Right. He bought that loyalty. And also Tomas kind of got this promotion off the back that Bill knows that he can trust Tomas in a way to keep things secret. Mm-hmm. So now it's like, oh wait, I thought you was cool, Tomas, and now I see like you're a little mixy. You're kind of accusing my wife. So, and obviously you don't want to have beef with the boss's wife. So, like you said, Tomas, I feel bad for him too. Like, he really doesn't know how to navigate. And also, I like that he's just like, I'm not stupid. Like, this don't seem right to me at all.
But now, how long do he play stupid?
I don't know, because it really comes down to what happens with Lynette, because Lynette isn't happy with him as her lawyer, because she's under the impression, and this is the thing with people like Lynette, who don't really have ties to anything. They just are in the world to just take. So they see openings. No, I'm serious. And I don't mean like,
such a great
literally,
point.
You know what I mean? Like, she's one of those like grifters. So she's an opening. She's going to take advantage of it. She doesn't have loyalty to anything or anyone. Mm-hmm. So she's going to keep pushing. She wants these charges dropped. And Tomas is like, I don't know. I can get you. She even was able, like, he even offered to get her a deal for probation and no jail time. And she said, no, I want the charges dropped because I know Bill Hamilton can do it for me. And because she knows that Hayley is married to Bill Hamilton. And then you have poor Tomas, who's in the middle of this professionally, just trying to like do his job. Mm-hmm. And this is I really feel like this is gonna blow up in everyone's faces.
Oh, so do you think Tomas' career takes a big hit? Because this is like that first, but it's also like, remember they kind of like set him up to fail? Mm-hmm. But if he overcomes this, he's a hero.
I think he's gonna be one of those people that's always gonna come out on top.
Oh, okay. Like,
I think he, that's, I think why he is on the show, is to show like an outsider.
Yeah.
Who got in and is going to do anything to stay in.
Okay.
Where it's always going to like come to a point where, oh shit, I think Tomas is finally going to lose his job or something. And then like he never does. Like something always happens. That's my
but remember,
prediction.
He could be bigger. According to Eva, he could be bigger than Bill Hamilton.
Oh my God. I cannot believe she said that.
Kat didn't pour him into that much. She ain't stupid.
Yeah. No, yeah. She even was like, junior partner? So quick?
Yeah. Because she's a realist. She's corporate raised.
Yes, she knows what's up. So we didn't get a lot from Kat this week, but she did have a Valentine's Day with her mom, Nicole, at the country club, which I thought was cute. And as they're like, we're doing a girls' day. We don't need men. Blah, 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 blah. They're both under the table. Well, Nicole was, she had a lot of texting because she was texting both Kyle and Carlton under the table. Too. And then Kat was trying to link up with Tomas. And at some point, they was like, I got to say, like, I was texting my man. She was like, I was texting my man too. And like, I just thought that was good because now you see Kat coming to terms with her mom, having a dating life.
How could you be texting me under the table?
I text you all the time.
You don't be texting me under the table. We be having girls' nights. No, I thought that was funny. What? Oh, you be texting somebody else? I will walk off the set right now. Wow. No, but back to the show. No, seriously though. I was glad they had that day out. You know, it was for once no Eva talk. No, the world is doing wrong by me and everything's falling apart. It was just a good mother and daughter fun. Mm-hmm. But I'm also glad that, I mean, I can't say I saw this side of Nicole coming. We knew when everything kind of first went down and Carlton stepped in the picture, it was like, okay, he's going to try, we'll see. But seeing her handle everything, this is fun. And, really, you know, like I said, even just the way her confidence, it's so good to see Nicole Dupree smiling again. Yeah. You know, so I thought that was great.
Yeah, I love that for her. Yeah, seeing Nicole in this iteration is, aka her whole phase, is very fulfilling.
Take back the word.
As a viewer. It's okay to have a whole face.
Yeah, in a positive way. You know.
In a positive way. You just have to be real and upfront and honest and protect yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what Nicole is doing.
Yeah. I had one in 22.
2022? I heard about you.
Wow. But nah, I'm happy for them. But you know who ain't? Carlton.
I know. He's really going through it, like trying to compete with Kyle. And realizing like you're gonna have to kind of fight a little bit for Nicole's attention. So him and Ashley actually have an interesting conversation about relationships. And Ashley and him come to a realization like maybe they're making themselves a little too available and they need to like maybe take a step back. So Nicole invites Carlton on a date to go to the theater to see Fences, I believe. Right?
It was an August Wilson play. It wasn't Fences, okay. But August Wilson. Incredible.
And he was like, actually, I saw that play last week, but you have fun. And I was like, oh my God.
Lying through his teeth.
And you can tell like when he closed the door, like he was like, oh my God. You know, because I'm sure that was not easy for him to do. But you have to level the playing field a bit. You know what I'm saying? And I think Carlton is playing the game.
It's the hardest thing to do.
Do you think he did the right thing?
Of course, I think he did the right thing. You know, this is why it's beneficial to have women in your life that's platonic and friends. Cam Newton. Check out episode.
Don't ever mention him on the show.
Well, I was just gonna say check out Breaking Through Glass Ceilings because I had to go in because he disrespect women one time too many. But it's important to have platonic friends or associates because they get kind of see that, you know, and
give you that real.
Yeah, I've been in that situation where I've had like friends say, you know, look, this is what you got to do. This is how you handle the situation. So when Carlton, and I know that feeling when you gotta pretend you unavailable, but in reality you are, but you have to like gain control of the situation. And again, like at the end of the day, ideally what Carlton would like to do is say, you know what, go have your fun and I'll be here maybe if you're lucky when you finish. That's what ideally. But then the thought of Nicole having fun is not fun for Carlton. Let's say, you know, it seems like he's been single all this time. He's probably having consolation prizes because nobody was on Nicole's level and Nicole was unavailable. So he had to deal with it and he kept moving on. And he probably, you know, I wouldn't doubt if he probably, you know, because now I'm looking at him different. He probably looked at Nicole a couple of times, you know, back when what Ted said that she was a free spirit. He was probably loving that. He probably seen hints of it. That's why it was so hard for me to respect him because he don't understand the bro code. But now, that's the reason why I think he's suffering. You know, like you didn't respect bro code.
He respected bro code. He waited until they was divorced.
That's still.
It's not like he was like they cheated together. He was hitting on her. He was like, "Oh shit, your husband did you dirty. I've always liked you. I'm gonna I'm gonna take a shot.
If they was not friends, we go back to this
business partners that were friendly.
He said this was who I would go to in this situation. Would be Carlton, but nonetheless, because we'll never see eye to eye on that. Because I would say, what would you do if one of your friends came up to you and their exes came up to you and said, I really wanted you, but you was unavailable. I put it in reverse.
I mean, but like, that's life. He waited till they was divorced and watched him do her dirty.
No,
it's not like he broke up this happy home.
If he was really about that life, he would have called her out on the bullshit. He would have called him out on it as soon as he did her dirty. As soon as Eva was conceived, he would have called him out on it. And
but how does he didn't know any of this. He was just he was just like everybody else.
No, I don't think so. I think Carlton knew.
No, he didn't.
We don't have
if he knew, he would have made his move sooner.
Well, either way, bro's suffering. And I think I want to see him get somebody else.
Well, he still got the draws. So.
Wow.
If he want to move on.
Actually, Nicole got the draws.
Well,
she in control of the situation.
He smashed twice.
No, she smashed him.
And he was the first guy that she fucked after her divorce. So he can move on.
But I want to see if Nicole really about that life. If she really want Carlton. I want to see it get messy where he has somebody, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Mona desperate enough. Go after Carlton. Fuck going after. I know she respect Nicole, but fuck going after bum ass Randy.
Oh God, no.
But imagine, because I think if she see Nicole's having fun, because I do think she really cares and likes Carlton, but she loves having fun with Kyle. That's why I think there is a difference, right? I think the feelings are actually mutual more than we think. But I respect her for not wanting to commit right now. So I want to see how much she don't want to commit. Imagine somebody else coming in. You imagine Carlton show up with a baddie.
And I think that's what he should do. He's already on that track of making himself less available. And then he going to get the drugs again. And then he can move on if he wants to.
Now he should move on, get somebody else. And we'll see if Nicole wants, she going to be throw it at him, or is she going to accept it?
Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Still team Carlton.
I'm team Nicole.
I've always been team Nicole. In her whole phase. I've said it numerous times.
You wanted her to have Ted on the roster.
Until he did some bozo shit. Yes. If he wasn't with Shanice.
I'm team 10.
And Shanice. The circumstances, one night where it's just like, fuck it, why not? Like, whatever.
I do wish what was that, Winterfest or before Winterfest?
It was one time.
I wanted them to,
Yeah. It could still happen. She's still single.
It better not happen. He better not do shit.
All right, so let's move on. Ashley and Grayson also have a bit of tension because Ashley is such a nurse. Like, she's so caring and just takes on the caretaker role, like, even when she doesn't mean to. So Grayson has a sick mom, and I do this because I still think he's lying. I still think that he's a part of this crime ring, and his side hustles is all
side jobs,
all sketchy.
Picking up jobs,
right? All sketchy.
Sick. You don't think his mother's sick?
No.
Okay.
I think that's why he reacted that way, because it was just like it's almost just like I have to just act like this is not a thing, because like you really did something really nice for something that is not real. But he gets offended because he's and then that male ego, or just that ego in general, was like, I don't need you to tell me how to take care of my mom. He's been taking care of his mom his whole life, and he definitely felt some type of way. And Ashley realized, like, oh shit, I did the most. She made this whole and it was very helpful. And it doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with that. But when it comes to family and health things, there are boundaries.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
You know what I mean?
Big
and
time.
Ashley crossed it, and Grayson got upset, and then Ashley learned something in that moment about herself and was able to tell Carlton some advice. But do you see Ashley and Grayson going any further after this?
I think they'll still be hooking up just because they both need it. But I don't think... what's difficult about that situation? they work together.
Yeah.
So she doesn't just see outside Grayson. She sees him in work mode.
Right.
And it's hard not to care when you've been caring about somebody for so long. Mm-hmm. It's hard for her to just turn on that switch and just respectfully be in her whole face. Mm-hmm. So I understand why, because what she was doing is she was showing him a preview of what it would be like to be with her. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm glad she was able to have a lesson and learn, but I think far as them two sticking together or how far this goes, I think, they'll hook up a couple more times, mm-hmm. but eventually I think somebody else will come in the picture. Mm-hmm. But I do think Ashley may get a little jealous because of Derek, mm-hmm. because she's going to see him with somebody else. That should be my car. That should be my trash that I forgot to take out. She wouldn't think about him bringing in deer heads, and she may not want him back. And may not be like, I don't want him to be with nobody else, but it's still going to trigger a memory, really? A good memory.
Because I think she's over him.
No, I think she is right now, but seeing him with somebody else, I think that first reaction, we're going to see one of them flashbacks. And she may get over it quick, but I do think she's going to revisit that thought.
I just think she is. Oh, I think she wants him to move on.
Oh, she does though.
You know what I mean? And I think she's gonna be happy when she sees her with somebody else.
Sometimes it's different, right? But I think because things aren't going, it depends on the way things are going with Grayson or whoever, right? Mm-hmm. Because remember, Andre rejected her. So then here's Derek. I think seeing him, like telling him to go move on, but seeing it is going to be totally different.
Okay. I just don't think so.
I hope not. I
just don't think so. Well, Derek does go out on a date
mm-hmm.
With Tavia, who he knows from the firehouse.
Of course.
And honestly, like when I first seen her, I was just like, she looks like Ashley. She actually seems blander than Ashley, if I'm being honest. Mm-hmm. And we kept saying, Derek, go with the Latina heat that was trying, that was right. throwing it at you. Like, why haven't you explored that? But then we learned mm-hmm. that Derek doesn't even want to see Tavia again because all she talks about is the firehouse, because that's how they know each other. And she's still there and it's awkward and he's trying to move forward in his life. Him learning that he can't be a firefighter anymore is really, really hard. So he wants to move forward. He doesn't want to date someone that's just going to remind him of what he can no longer have.
This is a prime opportunity for a dating app. Sponsor for this show also. Not that we would be on it, but we can help people find their love inside their gates. Mm-hmm. But I do think Derek does need to get on a dating app and find somebody outside that orbit. Because between, both of these two ladies, he's stuck in this bubble. And then when he's not in that bubble in the firehouse, he's looking at what Ashley's doing. And Derek needs to expand his world. Mm-hmm. He'd be in the woods. He might find somebody going in the woods with him. Mm-hmm. But I do think I agree that he does need to, he needs to step out and step up. Maybe we'll see when he starts working with Leslie.
He will?
Oh, he's gonna take that job.
I mean, he don't have
Shanice told him. Well, no, it wasn't Shanice. Who told him? Maybe it was. But yeah, they told him that's
Jan?
It might have been Jan. But told it was a great opportunity. Or maybe
I think it was Ashley.
Yeah.
Or no. I don't know.
Somebody, but yeah, regardless, and they'll let us know in the comments. Thank you. But I think he needs to take that job and step up.
I think so too. I want to see more for Derek. I'm over him pining for Ashley. The whole firefighter thing is okay, we get it. I want to see a little bit more.
You enjoyed the character.
From his character. Huh?
I said you enjoyed the character.
Of Derek?
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to see. I just want to see him go in a completely different direction.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, if it's him working at the clinic,
maybe he'll go undercover with Jacob.
He can't even put out fires anymore. I don't see, whatever. Anyway, so all right, so let's move on to Jacob. because he's so deep undercover and it's such an important case and it's like everything to him right now. He is searching for validation from his dad. He wants his dad to say, I'm proud of you. But I gotta agree with his father. Because Jacob was like, I infiltrated the ring and they da-da-da-da. It's like everything that he's done so far has been like the bare minimum of what you can do in those situations. Like he hasn't had that breakthrough yet in the case.
Okay,
I should say. So in his father's mind, it's just like, okay, yeah, you're doing your job, but like you haven't really gotten far with anything yet. So like, calm down, you know, and he has to be harder on Jacob because that's his son and he's the chief. So he has to be a little bit more hard on him. But it's also like, why are you doing, like, Jacob, like, why are you doing this? Are you doing this to get a pat on the back or do you really want to solve this case? It just seems like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he is doing a good job.
I mean, it's still early. And, you know, that's the hardest thing because he's dealing with so much stress right now. But that, like you said, trying to get that validation from daddy. So that's important to tell your kids you love them, and give them a hug. And, you know, his father telling him, like, you don't understand. If something happened to you, you know, I would be devastated. I couldn't live and I wouldn't be living that long. Your mother would kill me. Totally understand that, but it's also like, Jacob, like, you need to chill. Why y'all want a big part of this?
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. And he looks like such a poser when he's undercover, and he likes that whole like, I'm just so busy because I'm working on this hard case. So him and Naomi's marriage is really suffering because of this case. They rarely ever see each other, and this is on top of them putting a Band-Aid over the issues that they already had. And they were getting to a good place. And then now it's kind of like all that is just like down the drain. And Naomi is, anytime you bring up marriage around Naomi or Jacob around Naomi, you could just see it all over her face, her body language, the way she speaks. Like she's not happy right now in that marriage. Right. And even Bill catches it when Naomi visits Hayley to check on her. And they mentioned like, oh, we got to go on a double date with Jacob again. And I was like, well, good luck with that because I haven't seen him. And they like, ooh. You know, that whole like, what's going on?
Yeah, I think I don't know. I thought this marriage was going to last forever.
I think it will. It's just going to have bumps in the road.
It's a soap opera.
I mean, he's already has to move out to get a new apartment because his case is so dangerous. This nigga was sitting in the dark because he didn't want people to find him. Like, bro, I can't. I just can't. So it's gonna blow up. Isaiah is gonna run into his brother next week, and he's gonna be like, "What the?" And they're both like, "What are you doing here?" Isaiah's like, "What?" Because he know his brother. You are not about this life with this backwards fucking trucker hat. Like, so bad.
The fact that he had a trucker hat
bad.
on.
Oh my God. Like, Jacob looks like a poser. Like, I feel like he is gonna get made by that crime ring because he does not. I'm not convinced.
Right.
I'm not convinced, but I'm excited to see what happens with that. So let's talk about the cotillion. Because I forgot to mention earlier when Sheila Duckworth was having her interview, she said that there's going to be a lot of surprises for the cotillion episode. She said there's going to be like Grammy Award winning singers. Like, we're going to be surprised. So I'm very excited for that. So Samantha, so she needs a date. I didn't even realize like who's going to be her escort because her brother's going to be escorting Jessica. Yeah. Who is going to be Samantha's escort? So she's at dinner with her grandmother, Nicole, and they're talking about it. And Vanessa joins them. So Vanessa's like, oh, I can find you an escort. And Nicole is so funny because Nicole immediately is like, no, Vanessa, you are not hooking up my granddaughter because she's thinking, and Vanessa's like, bitch, did you really think I meant I was going to hook her up with one of my escorts? Come on. And then even Nicole was like, yeah, actually, now that you say that, that's kind of like ridiculous. Like, oh my God. But it just makes sense. No brainer.
She's probably thinking that because she's probably also wondering what you've been wondering these past few months since Doug been dead. Well, you won't be around your daughter, so we don't know what type of thing.
Of course. So she offers up her son Donnell.
Yeah.
Which makes like so much sense. And then she's like, yeah, this is my excuse to bring him home. And hopefully he brings his sister. And it's just like, girl, go visit your daughter. Like, what is happening right now? Like, I wish they would at least have Vanessa say like, oh, I just saw her this weekend and she was fine. Or so it just is not realistic that you have not connected with your daughter since her father was killed. Like, what?
Bring it full circle. We need the
Didn't
daughter.
even come to the funeral.
We need the daughter to ask her mother, why haven't you come check her?
I want the daughter to come, and I've said this before, I want the daughter to come whenever she does and just be a fucking hurricane. Like, I want her to be a nightmare. I want her to come and just like fuck shit up, fuck Vanessa's life. Like, I want her to make, she has to. Like, she's talked about, they're supposed to be twins. She has to come in with it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I hope they get more like prominent actors too on the show, which I think will be really cool. So speaking of Jacob's Undercover, pivoting a bit, mission, Smitty and Martin are on their Valentine's Day date. And I would have loved this. Martin gifts Smitty a couple's vacation to the Caribbean somewhere because he's about to get busy with his election. So he wants some like romantic time. And Smitty was like, no thanks.
Yo, I was like,
I don't want to go on vacation because he's working on this case and he doesn't want to take time away from it. And it came to one of those conversations that you could tell how much they've grown as a couple where it was like, whose job is more important? Because, well, Martin's like, okay, well, I'm going to be campaigning soon. So, and then Smitty was like, okay, well, I'm working on a story. And they're both on the same level and we're not going on vacation anytime soon.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
He was like, no, not right now.
Sounds cute, but no thanks. Or you could go. Oh my God. It's so funny. So then we have Anita and Vernon. So Anita has just been going through it at this country club because she has Anastasia coming to her table, but then her and Vernon try to have a cute little lunch.
Yeah.
And then here comes Leslie. And I love that they're bringing storylines back around.
Yeah.
So at Winterfest, Leslie puts up $10,000 at the auction for charity, and she wins a lunch with the Articulates.
Yeah, I forgot about
and
that.
So basically she is harassing Anita and Vernon at their lunch about when they're going to be able to schedule this lunch. And she's just not taking a hit. She sits down. She orders food for them. Like, and they're politely trying to get rid of her. She is not even hearing it. She's just like, whatever. Da, 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 da. And it got to a point where Anita like kind of gets woozy a little bit because you know her health. And I even had to think in that moment, like, does Leslie know that Anita has cancer? Like, you know, but then I realized it's just been a family discussion so far. So Leslie does not know this. And they even say to her, like, we will refund you your $10,000 and we'll even reimburse the charity. Because that's how much we don't want to deal with you. And we're not setting up this lunch with the Articulates.
Vern.
Then she kept calling him Vern. And it got to a point where he was like, it's Vernon.
Well, you better yet, Senator Dupree. Right.
Exactly. So that, and then she like kind of tried to, Leslie, she tried to be like, oh, but wait, actually, it's like, no, girl, you played your hand and you lost. So it wasn't really the best week for Leslie.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Last week. But then Anita realizes because, of course, that spell at the country club, you got Anastasia talking shit. So there's all these like rumors and just chatter around Anita right now. And Anita's like, you know what?
Call her drunk, yo.
Yeah, exactly. And Anita's like, you know what? I think it's time for me to just let the world know what's going on. So Vernon's like, you know what? I'll support you no matter what. And he's probably the most supportive husband of like all time.
Yeah, he's doing his best, man.
He really, really is. Another couple that celebrated their Valentine's Day was Vanessa and Joey. And it was really sexy. Vanessa did the blindfold thing, had her lingerie. And you could tell, like, Joey is in it with her. Like, he is loving it. She's spontaneous. She's fun. She's sexy. You know, she is confident. Like, I'm loving everything about their relationship right now.
Yeah, it's cool. But I'm still waiting, like, When is that other pin gonna drop?
Hopefully when the daughter comes.
Yeah,
or pops
like
up.
you said, wreck shit.
I think, and I want it to be one of those where they're just like, they're as a couple, Joey and Vanessa just all good, and then I want the daughter to just come and just wreak havoc, like on everything.
Yeah,
wouldn't that be good?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we'll end this talking about one last couple, and that's Madison and Chelsea.
The greatest couple of all time.
The most beautiful couple of all time. So you know how Madison stayed?
Yep.
She declined the research project, and even I had an issue with that because I was like, girl, this is your career. These are like once in a lifetime opportunities, and you're doing it for love. And it's just like, girl. And the only reason I say it like that is because like y'all have the resources to make it work. Like, you know what I mean?
Dream to be a wife. But you're right. When you got resources, you can do anything. And it's like y'all are so more fluent than the average couple.
Right. So it's just like, why are you acting like it had to be like one or the other? But I digress. But even Chelsea was like, I feel bad that Madison like turned down this once in a like I know how much this meant to her, and she turned it down for me. Like she kind of started to feel bad, and that's how you know. Because I thought it was like selfish of Chelsea to. Well, she never asked Madison to choose, but it showed you that she really cares about Madison.
Yeah,
she's just like, I love that you stayed. I love that you're still here for me. But also I really want you to be happy. So she has a conversation with Bill, and Bill is basically like, let me see what I could do. He makes a phone call. Next thing you know, Madison gets a phone call. They're doing Parkinson's research in DC, and they want Madison. And she was like, it just seems like it's too good to be true. And then Chelsea was like, yeah, I know. And that's because she got her dad to pull some strings. How do you feel about
that? Yeah, it's tricky. Because on one end, it's like, well, am I good enough? But then, like, we talk about this in our world, in the wrestling world, and in our business, that like Ice Cube Jr. always talks about, man, I wear that proudly. Him and Stephanie McMahon.
About being Nepo babies?
Yeah, about being Nepo babies. And essentially, that's what's kind of happened. It's different scenario.
It's privilege.
But yeah, it's privilege. And, we're older. So we've seen the struggle, the hassle, the obstacles. So it's like, shit, Nepo me.
Right?
But I understand. I do think if you start with secrets, you continue secrets. And that's what's difficult. And I think that's the thing about Chelsea is like, you probably should say something. So that's the part I don't like.
Because I think it would have been, I don't think it would have been a bad thing if she said, my dad has connections. If you really want to study Parkinson's, maybe we can figure, you know what I mean? Like, I think she could have opened up the conversation with Madison. But then Madison could say like, oh my God, thank you. Because, men are different. Like men, I feel like would be like, how dare you, go, like I could have got my own thing. But I think it may be different with Madison.
But also I think it's also Madison she may feel like, so you're not buying what I'm selling. As far as it's my dream to be a wife, and I can still be.
God, I hate that so much.
But she said it.
I'm just saying, like.
But for the sake of the conversation, Madison may not feel that Chelsea is really understanding her the way you're not understanding me in this conversation. Not saying that's how it's supposed to be. Not saying either one is right or wrong. I am repeating and regurgitating what Madison said, but I think that she feels Chelsea will think she's lying. If Chelsea says, but I got you this opportunity, she gonna probably be like, so you don't really believe me when I say this. So that's the reason why I do understand why Chelsea did it the way she did it, but I wish she would have been honest about it. Because clearly Madison's happy. She's really happy to do research.
Yeah. I'm glad it worked out.
What I do?
I just said I'm glad it worked out.
Oh,
Madison's going to be able to study, and she gets to be in DC and live her dream out to be a wife. I love it for them. I do. I really, really do. I really love that. I feel like choices. Like y'all have options.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why did it have to be either or? You know?
Yeah, like Danny and Andre, they have options. And Andre chooses to be the photographer while Danny went back to being the model. I get it. When you got choices, you go for all of it. You grab all the choices by the throat. But Madison, she overthinks also. Like Madison overanalyzes and Chelsea overthinks. I think that's the best way to put it. Like Chelsea overthinks everything. She second guesses. Madison's analyzing everything to a T because she's so used to being in the classroom, and then she blocks out stuff. Like if it starts not to make sense, like that's why I think she like blocked out her mother for a reason, and Chelsea regurgitated her mother.
It was a good week. I'm excited for next week.
Why are you sitting there like that?
Like what? I am excited for next week.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What?
You said nothing. Yeah, I'm excited. What are you excited for?
I want Isaiah to catch his brother being a thug. I think that's going to be hilarious.
Really? I'm excited for Gayle King. Come on, are you serious?
That's going to be good. That's going to be good.
Anita Dupree. Well, I almost said Anita Baker. Anita Dupree, Gayle King, 2 icons, 2 legends on the screen. Let's get this started.
Great for the Gates.
Yeah. I think it'll draw more ratings too.
Oh, absolutely.
And more people. People go like, okay, let's see. Gayle King's on here. This, that, and ever. Yeah, so.
Yeah. I see way more Black celebrities coming on the show doing guest spots. The cast is going to continue to grow. So I'm excited.
Me too.
Why you keep looking at me like that?
Nothing.
Is that the only thing you're excited about? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. I mean, obviously Jacob, but that's just funny. I think Hayley, this is going to get closer to blowing up in her face though.
Oh yeah, 100%. I cannot wait for that moment. I really can't wait for that moment. But I want to thank all of you for joining us for another week of Loving Them Gates. We welcome all of our new gatekeepers. We welcome back our What?
No, it's just I was looking at the camera in the peripheral.
Those that are returning, we love you and appreciate it. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, hit the bell for notifications. And if you want to see us do more content, let us know. We really want to explore exclusive content, maybe some live streams, all of the above. If you want to see certain actors on the show, we want to put that out there. So do some tagging, do some commenting, because we definitely want to have some stars on the show, and just create more family content.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you next week.
Thank you for joining this episode of Loving Them Gates. For more Beyond the Gates content from 6 Heart Media, be sure to 1, like and subscribe, but also check out the podcast on all your favorite podcast platforms, as well as the playlist right here. We do deep dives as well as weekly recap.